Hello again. Hello again. Hello again. Ugh, how many times can I say hello again before it becomes old? About 4 times. So, hello again. Hey, and we've reached tiredness. So, right. Hey, hello. This is my first new video of 2014 on here. And that should be cause for massive celebration and fireworks and champagne and... I'm sorry? Oh, it's not? Ah. Little man in my ear says that it's not, so that's bad. Anyway, in my quest to figure out some kind of subject to base an entire video around and, you know, making it the first new video of this new year on here, I came upon an article on the website The AV Club, which if you're not reading stuff on there, you really should, because it's an awesome site and the articles they have on there are really brilliant and stuff, and I read it all the time and, you know, plug, blatantly so. And it was a thing about comedians being crazy, but not just in the general sense of comedians are always crazy, but the fact that comedians are actually a little bit psychopathic. And ever since I read that article, I've been fascinated by that concept, that idea, that comedians and people who try to make you laugh might be slightly psycho. And that made me think about myself, because I mean, I'm no comedian by any stretch of the imagination, but I always do tend to try to make you, the viewer, laugh as much as I possibly can, with varying degrees of success. And it makes me think about how at gatherings and in public and any other type of thing, I'm always thinking up all my really bad jokes and puns and everything else I ever do just to try to get the cheapest, quickest laughs that I can possibly get out of people. And it makes me wonder, am I a psychopath too? So, naturally I looked online to see if there was any personality quizzes to determine psychopathy. And naturally, it's the internet, of course there's a quiz for it. So, maybe I should take the test and see what happens. Test your psychopathic traits. Psychopathy is a condition that causes people to display antisocial behaviour, lack of empathy and remorse, and fearless dominance. Everyone has these characteristics to some degree. Take the test and find out where you sit on the spectrum. I guess we shall start the test. Read each of the following statements and rate how much you agree with each one. Try to be as honest as you can. This test should take less than 5 minutes to complete. Question 1 of 11. You rarely catch me making any plans. I'm far too spontaneous. Yeah, disagree entirely. Next. I'd have no problem cheating on my partner if I knew I could get away with it. Yeah, disagree. If I got a better offer, I wouldn't mind cancelling long-standing plans. In the middle-ish, I guess? I don't know. Next. I don't get bothered by seeing animals injured or in pain. Yeah, I saw that documentary that Paul McCartney and Heather Mills did way back in the day about, you know, people clubbing seals and skinning dogs and stuff, and that scarred me for a long time. I didn't eat McDonald's for ages. And, yes, I would disagree. Next. It would be fun to drive fast cars, ride roller coasters and go skydiving. In the middle-ish towards the agree part, I guess. I think it's okay to step over other people to achieve my own ambitions. Disagree, really. I'm very persuasive, and getting people to do what I want is a real talent of mine. Disagree. My ability to make quick decisions means I would suit a dangerous job. No, definitely disagree. Have you met me? I'm the most indecisive person in the universe. I mean, if I were Jeff Goldblum in The Fly and I had that wardrobe filled with all those suits that were the exact same suit, I wouldn't be able to decide which suit to wear in the morning, even though they are all the exact same suit. That's how indecisive I am, and just... When the people around me are crumbling under pressure, I'm usually the one with a cool head. Disagree-ish, sort of. It would depend, really. If someone gets conned, who cares? They're asking for it. Yeah, this sounds like banker talk, really. In fact, bankers, of course they're psychopaths. Of course bankers are psychopaths. And politicians. I'm rarely to blame for things going wrong. It's usually the fault of the people around me. Yeah, disagree-ish, because, well, I'm human. Okay? I'm human. I can't help being human. Okay, so you can't actually see that it says being human, but it does, I swear. Next. All done. While we calculate your result, please tell us a bit about yourself. Okay. Gender. Well, don't let the hair fool you. Male. Age. 20. On the cusp of 21. Eek. Favourite news source. Well, I don't read any of you. Favourite animal. Kitten. Puppy. Fish. Snake. Rabbit. Hamster. Piranha. They have piranha down. I don't know whether I should. The temptation. The last temptation of Jack. Oh, piranha. Oh. Fuck it. Puppy. No, don't fuck a puppy. Just fuck it. Puppy. 2 separate sentences. Favourite music. Heavy metal. Indie. Classical. Country. Jazz. Pop. Rap. Dance. Well, sometimes I like a combination of all of those things at once. Depending on the music, I guess. I mean, I don't like any one thing. I don't know. It would be a lot easier if they had alternative or soundtrack down, but seeing as they don't, I guess I prefer not to say. Alright, next. Okay, here we go. Your place on the psychopathic spectrum. Your score, 18%. And it details: you are warm and empathic with a heightened awareness of social responsibility and a strong sense of conscience. You like to carefully weigh up the pros and cons of a situation before you act and are generally averse to taking risks. You are very much a people person and dislike conflict. Do unto others are your watchwords. They're not. But although you avoid hurting others, those residing at the higher end of the psychopathic spectrum might not be as considerate, so stay vigilant to avoid being hurt unnecessarily. There you go, that's where I rate on the psychopathic spectrum. So I guess I'm not that much of a psychopath. In fact, I sound like quite a wimp, like a damp squib. Rather underwhelming. Oh well, I guess it is, after all, hip to be square.
It's hip to be square. It's hip to be square. It's hip to be...
Yeah, that's going to be highly ironic in a few minutes. You'll see. Oh, you'll see. You'll see, alright. And they say I'm not a psychopath. And now on to the next part of this video. On Saturday, the 25th of January, I'm going to this gathering thing in Cardiff, a BookTubers meetup thing. And it means for generally book lovers, but also BookTubers mainly. It's a public thing, anyone can go to it. And I want to go to it, and I am. But I'm not a BookTuber. I mean, never have I really gone into the immense detail about the books that I read. I mean, occasionally I do talk about the books that I read, but not to BookTuber levels of stuff. But I figured that seeing as I'm going to be doing this thing on Saturday, that I should probably make a vague attempt at booktubing just a bit, just to catch up on what that kind of thing is like, right? I know I'm doing the hand movements a lot, it helps me to enunciate and stuff and convey what I want to say. I don't know why I do it, I've done it for years. But yes, anyway, what am I reading right now? Well, mainly I'm reading Gone Girl by Gillian Flynn. I got it last year with birthday money that I got, and I got it and I wanted to read it, and I am reading it because David Fincher, who directed Seven and Zodiac and Social Network and The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo remake, amongst all of the other things he's ever done, he's doing the film version of this, and Gillian Flynn is writing the screenplay version. There's also recently been the thing saying that she's going to be deconstructing the whole story so that the ending in the film will be different from the ending in the book. So that'll be interesting, and this is what I'm reading currently. However, there is something that I need to tell you about myself and my history with books. Now, I don't know if anyone else has this thing with books and the way that they perceive them and stuff and remember them, but I have a thing where I read multiple books at the same time, and I can leave some books behind for long periods of time, sometimes years, and I can go back to them and remember exactly what was happening up until the point at which I stopped reading. I remember them all really well. I remember everything that happened up until the chapter in which I stopped reading, and then I went on to another book and stuff. It's like I have a memory palace. I close my eyes and I rummage through the files, pick one out, flick through the pages to see what was happening before, put it back, and then I remember everything I need to remember in order to carry on reading the book. Obligatory Sherlock reference, of course. And so, with that in mind, here are the rest of the books that I'm currently reading at the moment. The Book of Skulls by Robert Silverberg, Cloud Atlas by David Mitchell, A Game of Thrones by George R. Martin, Red Dragon by Thomas Harris, Joyland by Stephen King, The Casual Vacancy by J.K. Rowling, not to mention The Cuckoo's Calling by her pseudonym Robert Galbraith. Continuing on, I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes, Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas by Hunter S. Thompson, Wonder by R.J. Palacio, Horatio Kane. Yeah. A Tiny Bit Marvellous by Dawn French. And finally, and this is where the irony comes in, American Psycho. And yes, those are all the things that I'm reading at the... no, wait, hold on. I'm also still reading this as well. Nearly forgot about that. And there's probably a few others scattered around my room, still in my mind palace, waiting to be completed. Sorry, something got my glasses there. I really hate that when it happens making a video. It's so rude. Right, what else do booktubers do? Well, I suppose I could give you a book recommendation for you to read and stuff, yes. So a really fabulous and really beautiful book for you to read is Jonathan Swift's Gulliver, as retold by Martin Jenkins and illustrated by Chris Riddell. And I got this book quite a few years ago now. In my first secondary school, I knew this librarian who was in the library, and I was part of the library's book club at the time, and me and her got on really well. And there was this one day where she offered me one of two books for free because she really liked me, and also because I was in the library all the time, mainly just to like be out of the cold, and also because I was a reader, and also because bullies. And she offered me one of two books. One of them was a signed copy of the book Martin Pig by Kevin Brooks, and another one was this. I had to think about it for a while to decide which one I wanted, because again, I'm the most indecisive person on the planet. And then I told the librarian the next day that I couldn't decide which one of the two that I wanted. And so, very kindly and very graciously of her, she allowed me to have the both of them. And it's still one of the greatest things that ever happened in my life. And then, when I got home, my mum saw this that I brought along, and she wanted it. And so I gave her this that I had at the time and gave it to her, and I kept the Martin Pig book. So this isn't the one that I had back then. I had to re-buy it from Borders a little while later, and the one that my mum has, that was the one that the librarian gave me, was hardback, and this is a paperback, but still the same thing. It's got all these illustrations inside of it, and maps, and the text, and it's a great piece of art, just in general. And it's so great to look at, and to read, and all that good stuff. How much is the regular retail price? It's, if I can find it, $9.99. $9.99. So, whether or not that's good value to you, yeah, have at it. I recommend it. Go forth and do things. Oh shit, I forgot. I'm not persuasive, am I? Drat! Right, so, yeah, I guess that's about it for this video. Yeah, Happy New Year! Extremely belatedly so, but still, Happy New Year to everyone who has been here before already for a while, and to those of you who are new here, and all of that good stuff. Do I have anything extra to add before I go? Oh, right. I was in a TV show. I am in a TV show, namely HitRECord on TV, which is Joseph Gordon-Levitt's TV show that he has on the channel Pivot, which only America can get, but I'm sure eventually it will come to British shores, I hope. That's episode 1, that's on YouTube and you can look at that already for free and stuff, and I also have it in my channel in the playlist entitled Vatican Cameos, because puns. And you can look at that, and I pop up a couple of times. Blink and you'll miss me, but I am definitely there, and I'm listed in the end credits, so, you know, have a look at that. I also believe that I'm going to be in the episode regarding fantasy, very briefly, and I think I'm going to be most prominently in the show in the episode regarding games, because I have these couple of videos that I did on the site which got featured, and which I'm pretty sure will be in the episode for definite. So, if you ever do see the whole show and find it and stuff, I'm in there somewhere. And yeah, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So yes, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye bye. You know, on that article on the AV Club that I was reading from at the beginning of this video, there's an image at the top of that article that they used to illustrate the whole thing. This is an image of Carrot Top. Yeah, just to be clear, it's not me, okay? Don't make any of the jokes saying that it's me with a red nose, because, you know, my hair's not that curly. So, yeah.